29, Pat Cloudy. In goals, a sophomore from Winchester, Massachusetts, number 41, Matt Seppardini. And a freshman on defense from Johns Creek, Georgia, number 88, Ethan Story. Starting for Tufts on attack, a senior from Chatham, New Jersey, number 14, Matt Bradle. A junior from Toronto, number 28, Jack Boyden.
Okay.
And a junior from Chevy Chase, Maryland, number 33, Kurt Broon. And the face-off for the Bows is a senior from Los Angeles, number 8, Aiden Hesse. And the Wings are a graduate from Cohasset, Massachusetts, number 21, Taggart Eimer. And a senior from Wilton, Connecticut, number 55, Joe Murtha. On defense for the Bows, a senior from Pittsburgh, New York, number 15. Ladies and gentlemen, Tufts in the NCAA production.
Hello and welcome to the JumboCast coverage of your Tufts men's lacrosse team as they face Colby Mules in the season opener. It is a breezy day on Bellow Field today, and we are looking to see the Jumbos get off to a hot start this season. They came off a great season last year in which they won the NESCAC championship, their 10th in 11 years, and they made it to the NCAA semifinals. However, that was an upsetting finish and a loss to RIT, and Owen, I know you think the Jumbos will be looking for more. It is me, Kyle Amateo, with my good friend Owen O'Neill, and we will take you through the coverage for this game. Owen, what are some keys for the Jumbos today?
Kyle, I could not be more excited to join you in the booth. For the keys of the game for the Tufts Jumbos, on the offensive side of the ball, look for a fast offensive transition. They are led by senior captains Mac Bradle and Camden Kelleher on the offensive end. In terms of defense, there's a new defense. They graduated most of their starting D and their goalie. They're led by senior captains Taggart Eimer and Joe Murtha. Look for an experienced Kyle Edelman to step up on D this year. And in cage, Connor Garzone has his first start for the Jumbos. He played well against Dartmouth. Look to see how he does today. For the keys for Colby, look for strong transition D and a strong goalie and face-off play to make it competitive throughout the game.
Yep, the Mules will need to be strong on the face-offs and in transition to make this a good game. This is the third straight meeting where Colby and Tufts are opening their NESCAC seasons against each other. The last two meetings were pretty easy victories for the Jumbos, but the Mules will be looking to change that tide, won't they? Starting at the face-off for the Jumbos is number 8, Aiden Hesse, and he is going against number 6, Rafa Brew for the Mules. On the wings is number 55, Captain Joe Murtha, and Captain number 21, Taggart Eimer for the Jumbos, while Will Dodge and Matt Savage are on the wings for the Mules. And the first faceoff is a violation on Brew. It'll be Jumbo's ball with Joe Murtha at the midline. Oh, and there's a little bit of a new-look offense on this attack line. How do you expect to see them make a difference?
Right, we see some juniors stepping up to play. Jack Boyden and Kurt Brune. Jack is from Toronto, Canada. You can see some of his box immersion skills in this game.
Kelleher dodging. Finds Eimer. Eimer with the goal! A pull goal to start the season. Taggart Eimer's not afraid to shoot, and Camden Kelleher is not afraid to find him. What a goal to start the season. 20 seconds in, just like last year.
And the Jumbos strike early. This is something you'll see throughout the game today is the Tufts coaching staff really coaches the defensive pulls to stay on the field when they have the ball.
Yes, he does, and these pulls are ready always to get the ball, as shown from a great cross-handed catch there by Eimer. Back on the face-off is Hesse and Brew. Whistle blows. Hesse's got control, looking to pick it up, picks it up, and he's turning upfield. He's looking to get the ball to the offensive playmakers, mainly that being Mac Bradle, who has it now. Mac Bradle, the D3 preseason player of the year, is going to make a big mark this season, and he's looking to get off to a hot start against the Mules. Bradle now passes it to Kelleher, as Tufts subs off some defensive personnel. Coming on in the midfield is senior Duke Alf and senior Cole Salton. It's a very experienced-led group, huh, Owen?
It really is. There's a lot of seniors on this field. They have a great chemistry together. Look to see some exciting plays here in the next game.
Salton moves it to Bradle. Bradle up top, being guarded by Ethan Story. Bradle takes a shot, and that's a goal! A nice skip bouncer to the left-hand side. And, well, Matt Sufrandini did not have a chance, did he, Owen?
No, he didn't. Mac was just too quick and too good. He really he sensed the double team, moved to open space, created separation, and got a nice shot off.
What a shot. And now in at faceoff is freshman Parker Merrill for the Jumbos. There's been a lot of hype around him. He's a good athlete, has quick hands, and we're eager to see how he starts his college career. Merrill gets the clamp, looking to bring it out, pops it. Murtha with the ground ball, and that'll be a win for Parker Merrill's first career faceoff as Joe Murtha looks to attack early. Murtha moves it to Brune. Brune with the shot over the net. That'll be Bradle on the backup. Bradle now behind the cage. Onto the field now is Kevin Christmas, sophomore midfielder, who is 6'5". You can't miss him. Boyden now coming down the right side. Has a shot, and that'll be a save by Sufrandini. And it looks like the Mules will get a clearing opportunity, hopefully turn that into offense. And they do turn that into offense as Noah Brooks takes the ball down the field.
Great transition and clearing game by the Mules there.
Yes, it is. And that was a point of contention last year for the Mules, especially against the Jumbos. They had a big-time trouble clearing the ball. And as they do now, it's going to be a ground ball fight. And it's going to go out of bounds and go to Tufts. So a very short first possession for the Mules as Trevor Hall picks the ball up and the Jumbos will look to clear it down the field. Hall moves it to Garzone. First career start for Garzone. He's looking to have a big game, right, Owen?
Yes, expect to see a lot of production out of 19 here.
A lot of emotion as well as Kelleher is dodging. Kelleher now wearing number 9 to honor his late brother Drew, and he scores! That one's for Drew. What a shot by Kelleher. He does that so easily, doesn't he, Owen?
Camden just makes it look like second nature, gets to his strong hand, shakes and bakes, and lets one fly to the top corner.
He lets it fly indeed, and there is a little over 12 and a half minutes left in the first quarter. The Jumbos are up 3-0. The Mules have not really had an offensive opportunity, and the shots are falling for the Tufts shooters. Right. And that would be a timeout for Colby, a quick timeout to hopefully quell this early momentum for the Jumbos.
Everything seems to be going the Jumbos' way. They've won great face-offs, good goalie play, strong defense. Their sideline is into it. They just seem that they want it more right now than Colby.
Yes, they do, and I'm sure that the Mules will be a little stunned that Tufts got off to such a big lead to start this one out. But as we saw from last game against with Tufts and Colby, that it is a game of runs, isn't it?
It really is. Expect Colby to muster up a response here to answer some of these high-powered offensive shots by Tufts.
Yep. Yeah, actually, in last game, the Mules found themselves up 5-2 before the Jumbos went on an almost 10-goal run and left the second half looking like the Bows were going to take it all the way. Both coaches are barking orders to their players as we will get out of this timeout with a face-off. It will be, again, Parker Merrill, the freshman out of Bethesda, Maryland. And he will be going, again, Rafa Brew, who is the sophomore face-off man for the Mules out of Miami, Florida. This is certainly not Miami weather, is it, Owen?
No, it's not. It's a crisp and cool 32 degrees with the wind chill bringing it down. Nothing better than a bellow breeze.
The bellow breeze, indeed. The wind is always stronger here. On the wings for the Jumbos will be number 3, Jack Reed, converted midfielder. He's very athletic. And Matt Lane, the long stick, known to get the ball off the ground. Merrill wins it forwards. He gets the ball, protects it, pulls it out, and moves it to Lane. Lane moves it to Brune. Brune coming up the left-hand side. Brune coming around, takes a shot into the bottom right corner. He took that one to bed. Wow. This is quite the explosive offensive start for the Jumbos.
Right, and Tufts has been known to put up record numbers. They can easily put up 20 if you're not looking. And right now they're well on their way to 20-goal game.
Yes, they are. And now the Mules will bring in freshman faceoff man Justin Turley, hopefully to get a possession and hopefully to get the first shot of the game for the Mules. Hesse for the Bows wins the ball forwards. He's got a fast break. He's going to take a shot. Oh, but the ball comes out. Big hit. But Michael Ayers, the freshman, is there to collect it. He moves it to Boyden. Boyden gets it low to Bradle. Bradle probing. Bradle's so good at that, isn't he, Owen?
He really is. He lets a shot go right there. He was really surveying the field, waiting for the defense, and reacting to what they gave him.
Ball dribbles up the field. It looks like Kelleher's going to let it go out. Yes, he is. Smart play by Kelleher. Jumbos will retain possession. Kelleher dodging up on top here. Moves it to Duke Alf, the senior out of Cincinnati, Ohio. He goes down the left-hand side. Alf moves it to Bradle. Bradle behind the net here. Bradle going upfield. Moves it to Alf. Alf takes a shot. And it goes wide, back up by Brune.
And look for Tufts to exploit these shorties. As you can see, Duke Alf was dodging on a shorty there.
Yeah, by shorty, he does mean a short stick defender, of which there are 2 on the field usually in lacrosse, while the others are long sticks, which is a 6-foot pole, better for defenders. Bradle going off a pick from Alf. Moves it over to Alf. Alf has the short stick on Savage. Alf backing down. He's going to reassess here. Alf takes a shot, and that's a goal. The Jumbos have been loving the bounce so far, and that is 5-0 for Tufts.
Right, 5-0 with 11:28 to go in the first quarter. Colby needs to stop the bleeding because Tufts is clicking on all cylinders right now. Seems like they've knocked all the rust off. They're going into this first game full speed.
Yeah, look, you are looking at a team that is eager to play and maybe has a sour taste in its mouth after a disappointing playoff defeat to RIT in the semifinals. On the face-off here, it is Merrill and Brew. And the ball is picked up by Michael Ayers. A very smooth ground ball pickup as he is looking to find Bradle. And he does. Bradle with the good catch here. On the field at midfield for the Jumbos is number 7, Charlie Tagliaferri. He's a freshman. And he's dodging on number 49, Miles Tonkel for the Mules. Tagliaferri gets through. It's another goal. Wow, what can you say about this Mules one-on-one defense?
Right now they need to be very in tune with each other. When it rains, it pours, it seems like, for this Tufts offense. It seems, they've got their second and third midi-line rotation in. They're producing. Tufts is just showing that they really have depth at midfield.
Oh, and you're right. When it rains, it does pour for this Jumbos offense, and this is a torrential downpour. It is now 6-0 with a little over 11 minutes left in the first quarter.
And the Tufts sidelines is loving it.
Oh, as they always do. That'll be Merrill, wins it to himself. He's looking to make a play with his legs here. Merrill probing, moves it to number 29, Sam Sturham, a very solid and experienced player on the midfield. Brune now with it. Brune dodging. Brune moves it to Merrill, who's still on the field. He takes an outside shot. That is saved. I wonder what what Coach D'Onofrio would think about that shot, huh?
Right. It's definitely a questionable shot, but they coach these players to have confidence when the ball's in their stick.
Yes, they do. And that was a confident shot indeed. Behind the net now with the Jumbos, looking for some cutters. Brune moves it to Boyden. Boyden with the behind-the-back shot. Oh, and can you talk a little about this chemistry that we've seen between Brune and Boyden, even starting last year?
Their chemistry is unmatched. They're both juniors. They're roommates lophomore year. One's a lefty, one's a righty, and they just have incredible chemistry. Look for
Tommy Swank gets the ball stripped from him by Matt Savage of the Mules, but the Jumbos retain possession, and it's now with Brune behind the cage. Now up to Bradle. Bradle going towards the middle of the field, fakes a pass, goes in, gets the ball stripped from him. It's a ball on the ground here, and it's picked up by Matt Savage of the Mules, and the Mules will look to get their first offensive possession, hopefully with a good clear. But, and this Tufts team is known for their ride.
Right, they are very physical and tenacious, but that's also encompasses in the sport, as you saw right there on that possession. A lot of physical activity on Mac Bradle trying to rough him up.
And Brune intercepts the goalie's pass. He shoots it from distance. And he misses the open net. That'll stay Colby ball.
Brune will be thinking about that one tonight for sure.
Yeah, it's not as easy as it looks, is it?
It's really not. And a guy as talented as Brune, it really shows you how hard it is.
Definitely. This is goalie, Will Rickards now with the ball. He's looking to find some open man, and he does with Ryan Darby, who moves up the field, but that is taken by Trevor Hall, who moves it to Edelman. Down the field with Bradle, left-handed shot, that's a goal. Mac Bradle will not miss a doorstep finish.
Yeah, you just can't give up an opportunity like that. A failed clear, that was really a testament to the Tufts ride. They were forcing them down to the 20-second mark. Colby had to make an ill-advised decision and throw the ball away, resulting in a goal for the Jumbos.
Yeah, a lot of this game so far has been dictated by the Tufts ride and the Tufts clear. They haven't had to clear too much, but when the Colby Mules have been trying to get the ball out of their defensive zone, it just seems like they cannot get it to their offensive playmakers.
And you can only imagine what these coaches are saying in the Colby sideline. Right now, Tufts has 13 shots. Colby doesn't have a single one. They're struggling on offense and really struggling in the transition game.
Yeah, and one of your keys to the game for the Mules was transition defense. It's certainly not looking too good right now.
That's correct. The tough style of play is really a run and gun. It's a quick offense. It's fast pace. And it can really wear a defense down. And as you're seeing, that this transitional offense by Tufts is really putting strain on the Colby defense.
It definitely is. All right, and the Jumbos break their huddle. You've got an ecstatic-looking Kurt Brune getting back onto the field. On the faceoff, it'll be number 8, Aiden Hesse, who's had a very strong day so far. On the midfield, it looks like it will be 29, Sam Sturm, the Vermont product. And over on the long stick side, it will be 51, Michael Ayers, a freshman who's looking to make a big impact this season.
Ayers has really stepped up so far in this first quarter. He already has a turnover. Look for big things later.
Hesse battling with Brew. Ball goes out, and guess who? It's Michael Ayers. He can't keep possession, though, and that'll be picked up by Brooks Raymond of the Mules. Will Colby get their first shot on goal in this possession, Owen?
Let's see. This Tufts defense is really pressuring out on this Colby offense, really daring them to make a move and beat them one-on-one.
Yes, they are. Tufts, they trust their athletes, but Colby does as well, and they've got a senior leader in Nick Froyo, who should be looking to initiate offense. That's with Goller now. Goller takes a shot. Great save by Garzone. That looked easy, and he moves it up very quickly to Ayers. Ayers looking to push transition, but he turns to Sturm. Sturm gets it to Boyden. Boyden looks like he was trying to find Brune just a little too late. That'll be a turnover, and it'll be the Mules' ball.
And a great shot, great save by Connor Garzone, and great outlet to start the transition offense.
Yeah, this Tufts team really stretches their goalies to get the ball out quick. It's something they did so well last year. building on defensive coordinator Stephen Toomey's philosophy of transition. All right, Rickards throws it all the way down. It's a good catch, actually, by Max Solmson, and Colby will look to get their first good possession and hopefully first goal for the Mules. Mules moving behind X, now getting it up to Froyo. Froyo moves it back to Goller. Goller's a speedy dodger being guarded by Sam Sturm of the Jumbos. Moves it to Rickards. Rickards is probably the best offensive player on Colby. He's known to score. Scored a few goals against Tufts last year. There we go. Froyo. Shot on net. That goes wide. It'll stay Colby ball. Shot clock at 26. It's Solmson now. Moves it to Hassan. Hassan shoots it wide, but Colby's able to run it out. They'll have 19 seconds to get a shot here. A shot on goal will reset the shot clock, but if it misses the net, you have your time remaining. Jack Reed plays defense on Goller. Goller takes a shot. Another save by Garzone. He is hard to beat low.
Yeah, Garzone out of Chaminade, New York, a lax factory that produces great goalies.
That high school is good. All right, the shot clock has been reset to 60 because of a push called on the Jumbos, so it'll stay Mules ball, easily the longest possession of the game, as Solmson moves it up, and it's now with Froyo. Froyo moves it to Hassan. Hassan back to Froyo, back to Goller. Look for a dodge here on Sam Sturm of the Jumbos. Goller moving in, gets it to Rickards. Rickards, oh, great forced turnover by Kyle Edelman. And it's now Jack Reed moving down the field. Tufts has numbers to Sturm in the middle. Sturm pass deflected. Good transition defense and a picked up by Will Dodge of the Mules. Dodge now looking to push transition. He gets it. Oh, what a save by Garzone. Shut the door. That was a great look for the Mules. But unfortunately, Jake Surritt could not beat Garzone, who stood tall and made a great save as he now clears it to Trevor Hall. And Hall gets to Boyden, and the Jumbos are back on offense.
What a save by sophomore Connor Garzone.
That was great. Oh, Brunda Boyden. Oh, my goodness. Give and go as you like it. Woo!
Brunda Boyden, get used to hearing that a lot. Their chemistry is off the charts, as I mentioned earlier. Both juniors starting at attack just is a great compliment to Mac.
It really is, and so the Jumbos graduated 2 starting attackmen last year. Brune and Boyden were both offensive midfielders. Now put on the attack line, they look like they've been playing that their entire career.
They really do. They look like 4-year starting veterans. I trust the ball in their stick as much as anybody.
Oh, yes, I do. And it's now 8-0 Jumbos with a little over 6 minutes left in this first quarter. Face off. It's a ground ball scrum between Hesse and Brew. Now everyone's involved. Picked up by Hesse. Great tough ground ball. Hesse looking to move the ball to an offensive player. He gets it to Brune. Brune moves it back to Bradle. Bradle's at X. He's coming up the right-hand side, putting his body into Story, the defender. Bradle takes a odd-angled shot, and what a great save of possession by Matt Lane, the long stick midfielder, as he raced to the ball on the end line first to give the Jumbos another shot. And now Brune goes, takes a backhanded shot. That ball will stay with the Jumbos, and the shot clock will get reset.
Absolutely great hustle by the Jumbos here. Matt Lane diving out to retain possession.
Yep, and those are the type of plays that Coach Casey Dinolfo is going to be looking for as Duke Alf takes it in. Oh, nice save there by Matt Sufrandini, who is now back on the field. Alf looked like he had a good doorstep opportunity, but Sufrandini played the part. As the Mules are now looking to clear. They've had trouble so far doing this. But a good pass will get the ball into their offensive end. And the ball right now is with number 10, Bennett Goller, brother of Jack Goller. But it's another turnover as Reed now has the ball. He's going down the right-hand side, gets it to Brune. Brune to Boyden. Boyden! Bar down. You just can't give him that much time. The sniper from Toronto scores, I believe, his second goal of the game And boy, did he make that look easy.
Yeah, last time it was Boyden to Brune. This time it's Brune to Boyden.
Yeah, they've got quite the chemistry. It's Brune, Boyden, and Bradle in the attack line, and they have all been playing great. The Triple Bs doing what they do best, score goals. On the face-off now for the Mules is Justin Turley, the freshman, going against the Jumbo's freshman, Parker Merrill, who wins it out forward, pushes transition, gets it to Boyden. Boyden to Bradle. Bradle tucks that baby in the bottom corner. And that will be 10-0 Jumbos with just under 5 minutes left in the first quarter.
It is a family affair here. They're on track to put up 40-plus points right now. We're seeing if Colby can stop the bleeding. Suffrandini has stepped up in goal with a couple clutch saves. Let's see if he can continue that momentum.
And you know, at times I feel bad for Suffrandini because he has made some good saves, and you're right, but so many shots are coming from the Jumbos. It's getting tough as we are on the face-off now. Freshman Lewis Timmons on the wing here. He also plays football for the Jumbos. And like a quarterback, Merrill finds his receiver in Timmons, who will now take it down the field and get it to the offense. Timmons going against Dodge of the Mules. Throws it over, but Tagliaferri with the very smart play keeps it in the offensive zone, so number 5, Garrett Kurtz, can pick the ball up.
That was a very high IQ play right
Very
there.
high IQ indeed. As Tagliaferri now has the ball against the Mules' Matt Savage. Tagliaferri moves it to Bradle at X. Bradle goes off of Matt Lane's screen and gets stripped by Ethan Story of the Mules. Story's now racing down the field. And Story gets the ball to his attackman, Solmson. And the Mules will have a possession so far.
And the Mules have found a spark on defense just now. Let's see if they can capitalize on offense.
Definitely. But the Jumbos are not going to make it easy. It's Hall and Lane guarding Solmson in a double-team situation. Double team's now off, and it's with Rickards. Rickards to Goller on the top right offensive side. Now with Froyo. Froyo being guarded by Lane. Froyo gets it back to Rickards, who's going to run towards the goal. Moves it to Solmson. Solmson coming up the field, takes a shot. That's the outside of the net. That is not a goal. And Garzone will look to clear. Gets it to Murtha. Murtha, the seasoned veteran and captain of this Jumbos team, gives a lot of spirit to these guys, and he's quite the do-it-all midfielder as he looks to maybe initiate some offense, but comes off the field and gives it to Boyden.
And Murtha really is the do-it-all midfielder, offense, defense, in the weight room, in the locker room. He does it all.
He really does. And now Garrett Kurtz with the ball out of Landon School in Bethesda, Maryland, a storied program, who moves it to Kevin Christmas, who takes a shot from up top. That goes out. And it'll be Brune to keep possession for the Jumbos behind the net here.
Look for Kevin Christmas to really attack this short stick right here. He's got the size advantage.
Yes, he does. I would guard Christmas with a long stick, or at least someone bigger than that, as Christmas gets to the middle field. Shoots wide again.
Christmas with another shot. He got to the middle of the field to his strong hand. It seems a little too easy for him.
Yeah, it does, but the Mules are doing a good job in at least altering his shot a little bit so he can't get it on cage, as the speedy Kurtz now moves it to Tagliaferri. Thinks about shooting. Goes in. Cross-handed shot! Wow! That's Tagliaferri's second goal in his first quarter of college lacrosse. It's Jumbos 11, Mules 0, with 2:27 left in the first quarter.
The freshmen are really coming out strong this year.
Yeah, and the Jumbos, after losing a good amount of contributing seniors from last season, will look to their freshmen to fill some big roles, and Tagliaferri is doing a great job on the second midfield line so far. Assist from Garrett Kurtz. He loves it. He loves his teammates. On the faceoff right now, another freshman on the wing. This time it's Cam Del Cristo, as Hesse wins it backwards to Del Cristo, and he gets his first ground ball of his college career. All right, Bradle now has it. Bradle going against Story. Story, one of the better on-ball defenders for the Mules. Bradle moves it to Del Cristo, and there's a flag down. Let's see what the call here is. All right, it's going to be a slash on, yes, it's going to be a slash on 25, Jackson Baisley of the Mules. Jumbo's extra man offense will get their first opportunity of the season. Nope, actually the penalty is on number 88, Story.
And I'm very curious to see this extra man offense that Tufts put in this year.
Yes, watch out for number 23, Tommy Swank, on the bottom right side of this extra man offense. Swank is a known shooter out of Madison, Connecticut.
He is a man-up specialist and has an absolute cannon. He can shoot it from almost anywhere on the field.
Yes. And for those maybe a little less familiar with the game, a man-up opportunity is basically a power play in hockey. The Jumbos will have 6-on-5 possession for a minute unless they score, in which the penalty will be wiped. Nope, okay, they have changed who the penalty was on once again. The penalty was actually on Will Dodge, long stick midfielder of the Mules. All right, Jumbo's extra man moving around the horn here. Got Bradle up top with Brune and Boyden, and Swank, Alf, and Kelleher down low. Boyden, another goal.
Another assist by Bradle, too. Great vision on Bradle's part.
Bradle to Boyden to Brune. It always works, doesn't it? Jack Boyden this time stinging the top of the net. It is now 12-0. Jumbo's on top, 1:48 left in this first quarter. Oh, and what's one thing Colby can do to help stop this bleeding?
We really got to eliminate turnovers, especially getting from the defensive side of the ball to the offensive side.
Now, and when they have it on offense, how do you think they should test Garzone?
I mean, Garzone has proven to be a stone wall. I would really just attack the individual matchups.
Yeah. Brew with the face-off maybe can cause some transition. He takes it down the field. Shot goes wide. The Mules will retain possession with Jake Surrett. Surrett dodging Joey Waldbaum, whose older brother Max was a Tufts legend, now Jacksonville Dolphin doing well. Mules have the ball up top. Ball gets moved to Ryan Darby. Darby gets it to Rickards. Rickards needs to heat up if this Mules team is going to get on the board here. Rickards takes a shot, and he scores. That'll be the first goal of the season for the Mules. Rickards with a nice rollback to his right hand, and he gets to the left side of the net before Garzone can. It is now 12-1 Jumbos. The Mules now finally on the board with about 1:20 left in this first quarter.
They're finally able to stop the bleeding. Let's hope this is the spark they need to be reignited.
Yeah, and if it's going to be reignited, it's going to be from these experienced seniors like Rickards and Froyo, who can initiate offense themselves, because as the Tufts defenders have shown in one-on-one situations, they do not get beat easily. As freshman face-off man Turley wins it forwards for the Mules. And then Colby will get back-to-back possessions, probably for the first time all game. Colby stalling here. They're up top. Again, a lot of pressure out on these midfielders by the Tufts defense.
Tufts has a lot of confidence in their defenders up top.
Yes, they do. And that takes a lot of conditioning, doesn't it, Owen?
It really does.
Oh, good move by Froyo to shake Reed, but a great interception by Sturm. Sturm's going to push transition. He's sprinting down the field, being chased by Darby. Sturm moves it to Boyden. Boyden cuts inside. Oh, my God. A cross-handed shot earmarked for the top corner. That is D-I-R-T-Y, dirty, from the man out of Toronto, Jack Boyden.
Jack Boyden with a twister shot to the top right corner. Just makes it seem so effortless.
Now, Owen, can you explain how hard that is to do, a twister shot to the opposite corner?
It's incredibly hard to do. Basically, you have your stick in your right hand, and you release the ball coming from the left side. It's very awkward. It's unorthodox, but Jack Boyden just makes it look so easy. His box lacrosse skills are on full display right now.
Box lacrosse skills he does have growing up in Toronto, Canada. Also a hockey player growing up. As Merrill continues his strong start with a face-off and possession. Merrill's showing some speed, moves it to Bradle. Jumbo's probably looking to get the last shot of the quarter, but who knows? They love to take shots anyways. As Kelleher moves it inside to Ayers. Ayers the finish on the doorstep. That'll be his first career goal. And the Jumbos are up. This sideline's going crazy. Everyone's getting in on the party.
Another freshman with the goal. We had Tagliaferra earlier. We have Ayers now. Tufts is really confident with their freshman class right now.
Yes, they are. And everyone likes to see a long stick goal. Eimer did it first to start the game. Lane followed, and now it is Ayers. 17 seconds left. It is 14-1. Face off. Aiden Hesse wins it forwards. Scooped up by Colby as they are looking to push the field. Moves it to the offense. You can hear this tough sidelines yelling. All right, 6 seconds left. Hall gets it upfield to Boyden. Boyden's going to move it to the crease. No! Caught by Boone! Is it a buzzer beater? The refs say it is. That is 15 goals in the first quarter for the Jumbos. Oh, and how many goals does Brune have already?
I mean, almost too many to count. Brune seems to be finding the net in every way possible.
Yes, he is. And that was again from Boyden. Chemistry on full display. And that is the end of the first quarter. Your Tufts Jumbos up 15-1 over the Colby Mules in an absolutely dominating start to the season. All right, the Jumbos break the huddle as they are looking to somehow capitalize on a 15-goal first quarter.
Right, a couple of the first quarter stands out. Jack Boyden with 4 goals, 2 assists. Mac Bradle, 3 goals, 1 assist. Charlie Tagliaferri, 2 goals.
The
Kurt
freshman.
Brune, 2 goals.
Yep, Kurt has 2 goals and 2 assists.
Mm-hmm. And something that I've really taken notice of for the Colby is something to improve their score margin is they really want to take advantage of this young defense. As we mentioned earlier, Joey Walbaum, a sophomore, he's starting for his first game.
Walbaum's a freshman, actually.
Freshman,
yeah.
Correct. The younger brother of Max Walbaum, a Tufts legend. And we want to see Rickards be stepping up, this experienced attack line. They should be trying to exploit this younger matchup.
Yeah, and Rickards made a great play on his first goal, and the Mules' only goal. But it has really been a tale of not being able to get the ball on offense for the Mules. And as we say that, they turn it over. Walbaum with it now. He moves it to Garzone. Garzone surveys the field, makes a beautiful long pass to Eimer. And the Jumbos will have their first possession of the second quarter. Bradle with it. He moves it to Tagliaferri. Kurtz comes on the field up from midfield. Kurtz, the lefty, goes down the right-hand side, rolls back to his left, and they're going to call a moving screen on Eimer. It'll be Mules' ball as Noah Brooks takes it down the field. Brooks looking for an attackman, sort of stalling, moves it, finds his man. Now it's with Rickards. Rickards picks it up off the ground. Rickards looking to find some safety after Edelman goes for a over-the-head check and misses. Rickards gets it up to Froyo. Froyo moves it to Darby. Kurt's still on the field on defense with Lewis Timmons and Taggart Eimer as the defensive midfield unit. Froyo cuts to his left, takes a shot, saved by Garzone. Garzone throws it over the top. Controlled by Eimer eventually. Good pass by him to get it to Bradle. Bradle throws it towards the inside. It gets deflected, but he will pick the ball back up and move it to Boyden, and the Jumbos are back on offense. Boyden to Brune. Brune gets his shot deflected. Ball on the ground. Brune picks it up. Throws it towards the crease. Oh, a big hit on Garrett Kurtz. He didn't like that one, and the ref saw it too. That is about as clear-cut as you get, huh?
It really is. There's some laundry on the field, and this is it's really exposing the physical nature that Tufts is. A high check into the head area that Garrett Kurtz took. And you can see that the sideline is very reactive to these physical plays. The Tufts sideline is very into this game.
It's sort of a loving the pain type attitude they got on that sideline. Led by some eccentric seniors, one of them being Larson Tolo. He's always got the spirit. Look for him in a camo bucket hat. Tufts extra man will get their second opportunity. They scored on their first opportunity. I believe it was Boyden who got an open look on that right-hand side. And he will start with the ball for the Jumbos. And he moves it to Swank, who will get it to Alf. Alf to Kelleher. Kelleher up to Brune. Brune back to Bradel as the Jumbos have made a full circle. Swank rips it. Ooh, that thing had some heat on it, but it misses. Ball will go out of bounds, and Alf will retain possession for the Jumbos. Oh, good feed. Boyden to Kelleher. Very, very pretty. Slick stick work. And that will be the Jumbo's 16th goal of the game.
Camden Kelleher really saw the defense, cut to a seam where the defense wasn't playing.
Yeah, Kelleher is so intelligent with those cuts. He finds the open space, anticipates where the defense will move, and he's able to finish it home.
And he's such a high IQ player. When he caught the ball, he didn't panic when he was right in front of the crease. He knew he was surrounded by defenders and took the time to carefully finish.
Yes, he did. And that penalty was actually an unreleasable penalty, a little more extreme. So the Jumbos will not end their man-up time just yet as they get the ball off the face-off. A good win by Parker Merrill. And Bradel has it now, moves it to Boyden. Boyden across the crease. Good handle by Brune. Up to Alf, to Swank, back to Alf. Alf over to Bradel. Bradel surveys, takes it back out to reset here. Brune now with it. Brune moves it to Bradel, to Swank, to Boyden. Boyden back to Kelleher. That was the same exact cut. This time Kelleher hits the post. Alf takes a low shot that misses wide. Jumbos still have the ball.
And that will be a reset of the shot clock, but to 60 seconds.
Yep, that shot clock resets to 60 after a shot that either hits the goalie or the post. Obviously, as long as the offensive team retains it. Swank moves it to Bradel. Bradel gets it over to Brune. Brune goes across the field, fakes a pass, moves it back to Bradel. Bradel, a beautiful cross-field pass, but a great save by Sufrandini on Alf. That was another doorstep opportunity, and Sufrandini stood strong. Bradel now up top. Good pass, and a diving goal by Boyden. Let's see what the refs say here. He did land in the crease. No goal. They're going to call a crease violation. That's kind of a testy play, Owen. Can you walk us through how those work?
It really is. The defense has a choice to make of pushing the offensive that they're guarding into the crease, which can result in a penalty.
Oh, Bradel steals it on the ride there. Takes an outside shot and bombs it into the bottom right corner. Max definitely having fun out there. It's 17-1 Tufts. 11:22 left in the second quarter.
And as we mentioned, Tufts can put up 20 in a heartbeat, and they're on their way before the second half.
Yes, they are. Wow.
Mac was feeling himself there. He had a lot of confidence taking the shot from 10, 12 yards out and just nailing the bottom.
I know a Mac Bradel from a few seasons ago that maybe wouldn't be as patient taking that shot. He's definitely growing. You know, if there's room to grow for that kid, he'll find it. The faceoff is still man up for the Jumbos with 12 seconds left in the penalty on Story. Merrill wins it forwards, picks it up, and the Jumbos will have around 5 more seconds of extra man offense before Bradel's shot gets deflected by Dodge. And Boyden wins the run out. Good hustle by Boyden. Tufts getting their offensive personnel in for a 6-on-6 set now as the penalty has expired. It's upfield with Kelleher. Kelleher down the left-hand side takes a shot. That's saved. It's going to be picked up by Davis Strabley, who moves it to Sufrandini. Sufrandini gets it over to Savage, who moves it to Dodge. And that's a decent-looking clear if Dodge had handled that cleanly. But the Mules will get the ball on offense and get another chance to hopefully get a goal. Let's see. It looks like they either went off sides or had some sort of other violation on the clear. And that's got to be devastating for the Mules, huh, Owen?
It really is. They were able to get possession there, give their defense a break. Ooh.
Oh.
And Duke, Alf, have yourself a day.
Yeah.
Gets to his strong left hand, middle of the field, and paints the post on the right side.
Yeah, as you were saying it, Owen, a little demoralizing for the Mules to have a nice clear and then lose the ball on a violation. And they were punished by the Dalf man, they call him, Duke Alf.
And if you're Colby defense, you're wanting a break right now. The Tufts offense is having their way.
And as you say it, they are bringing in a new goalie, Matt Rocha, who had a good amount of experience last season against the Jumbos. Rocha will look to hopefully see less shots. It's hard to blame any of these Colby goalies for the score right now, as they have just been getting absolutely shelled. That's going to be a violation on Hesse. It'll be Mules' ball. Brew has started to pick up his face-off work a little bit. He's gotten a few wins in the second quarter and looked good. As he now runs through a double team, but the ball, he turns it over. Who's going to pick it up? It's a scrum, and it's picked up by... now Froyo going to the net. Froyo scores. A good goal off a ground ball for the Mules. It is 18-2 now. Froyo gets his first goal of the season, looking to have a very strong senior campaign for a pretty good career so far.
And the Colby bench is now back into it. They were ecstatic after that goal.
Yes, they were. Yeah, Noah Froyo, he actually scored 6 goals in the Mules' big win over Connecticut College last year, looking to build on that. And he will initiate offense for this Mules team, as we have seen. Hesse wins it and moves it to Murtha. Murtha calmly takes it. Will Murtha go on offense? Yeah, he'll stay on for a little bit as he moves it to Bradle. Sets a pick. Bradle going down the right side. Hesse looking to set a pick for Bradle. He does. Bradle in with his left. Finds Murtha on the crease. Can't handle it. Big hit, and it'll be Mules' ball with Jason Baisley now moving it down the field. Baisley gets it to Rickards.
And if you're Colby right now, you want a good offensive possession.
You definitely do. I mean, scoring 2 goals in a row I think would be a good accomplishment for the Mules here. At least showing that they can get on some sort of a run.
Right, especially getting the confidence to know that they can score in settled offensive situations. The last 2 goals have been sort of scrappy scores, uneven offense. But
yeah.
We'll see if they can really put together a good offensive possession.
Agreed. This is a good test for the Colby offense, their plays, their personnel, just to see how they will be scoring this year. As Goller now has it on the right side. Loads up a shot, a decent-looking shot, sails just over the net, and it'll stay with Jake Surratt on X here. He's being guarded by Waldbaum. Good defense by Waldbaum. Oh, flag on the field. Sort of a judgment call by the ref, but Hassan will keep the ball for the Mules. The penalty will be called once possession has changed. Goller now with it, dodging on Murtha. He spins to his left, gets a little space, takes a shot. Oh, and he puts that in the top right corner. Jack Goller, as we have talked about, can light it up, and that was a great shot.
That was. He put a little shake and bake, got to his left hand, and let one fly to the top corner. He looked very comfortable shooting on the run there.
He definitely did, and he looked comfortable with that left hand as well. If he can become a good two-handed dodger, the Mules really have a good offensive talent there.
And it looks like that penalty will be wiped off.
Yes, it will. It is 18-3 now, 8:42 left in the second quarter. Merrill and Brew on the face-off. Merrill wins it back to Sturm, who picks it up. Gets it dispossessed by Dodge. Brew flicks it into the Colby offensive end, but Joey Waldbaum for the Jumbos is there to get it and bring it to safety. Garzone now with the ball, gets it to Trevor Hall, the senior defenseman out of Rochester, New York. He moves it to Sam Sturm. Sturm over to Bradle. Bradle down to Boyden to Brune. Brune takes a wide shot, and it goes off an unfortunate Colby defender's leg and will stay Jumbo's ball. Jumbo's getting their offensive personnel on the field here. On midfield, it is Sultan, Tagliaferro, and Kurtz looking to come on. as Tagliaferro with his right hand, looking to test the defense a little bit. He's being guarded by the Mules' Matt Savage. Tagliaferro rolling. Moves it to Bradle. Bradle coming around the top, being guarded by Story. He gets it to Sultan. Sultan on the left-hand side. Another senior. Sultan shot on the run. Great shot! Bounce into the top corner. That's Cole Sultan, the acclaimed midfielder and talented chef, has scored his first goal of the season. It is now 19-3 Jumbos.
Cole Sultan, just an athletic midfielder, a really north and south dodger. He's very smart, IQ player. Both hands are great with the stick, and that now makes 9 players for the Jumbos to be scoring.
Wow, 9 different goal scorers. You heard it. That is a great accomplishment by the Jumbos, and everyone's getting in on the party. The faceoff is Merrill and Turley. Merrill looks to pick it up, goes to Del Cristo. Del Cristo can't handle it. Now it's Ayers looking to pick this up. He bats it to himself. What a pretty ground ball by Ayers.
Ayers has really shown himself as a veteran right now.
Yeah. Talk about that stick work. He seems like a natural. Oh, Boyden, no-look shot. And it's going to be run out by the Mules. Pat Flaherty, good hustle play.
A broken stick on the field.
A little frustration coming from the Colby sidelines. Head coach Guy Van Arsdale looks to be a little upset about something, but the Mules have the ball anyways, so they will look to clear. It's now with Rocha. Rocha finds Strabley. Back to Rocha. Rocha moving up the field. Takes a long pass. Good easy pass to Rickards, but it bounces over his head, and it'll be with Edelman for the Jumbos. Another failed clear for the Mules.
And that's the second time Colby has really just thrown the ball down the field hoping for one of their players to make a play.
Yeah, and you know, Rickards was open. You just need a better pass from Rocha. But as we say that, there is a turnover by Boyden, who was intercepted by Flaherty. Flaherty gets it to Solmson. It's a double team. Oh, there's a flag down. Okay. The Mules will look to have an offensive extra man opportunity after this possession. It's now back to Froyo, who is being guarded by Timmons.
So the penalty is an offsides on offense.
It is. So that is why you see an extra man on the Tufts defense, as Jack Boyden accidentally went over the midline, which is not allowed. All right. As Walbon scoops it up, we'll hear the penalty. It'll be a 30-second offsides, as Owen stated, on Jack Boyden.
And let's see this man-up offense for Colby. I'm curious to see what playmakers will shine.
I believe it's their first opportunity, correct, Owen?
It is correct.
Yeah, so this will also be a good look at the Tufts man-down defense. It looks like the squad of 5 is Trevor Hall, Kyle Edelman, Joey Walbaum, Matt Lane, and in the center, the short stick, Joe Murtha. All right, the Mules are moving it up top. Ball with number 31, Gray Warble, as he gets it to Galler. Galler moves it down to Surrett. Surrett over to Froyo. Now it's with Galler. Outside shot, that's easily saved by Garzone. Warble really didn't have a shot there, but Trevor Hall now clears it for the Jumbos. Bradle moves it to Walbaum. Walbaum bounces it, top corner. That's a man-down goal. That's a pole goal, and that's also a freshman goal. First goal of Joey Walbaum's career. What a play.
And that is now 4 long stick goals of this game.
Yeah. Oh, and you mentioned it. These Jumbo kids are, Jumbo players are not afraid to shoot.
Right. This is a testament to the coaching staff of Tufts. They coach their players to have confidence. When the ball's in your stick, you're the most dangerous person on the field. And you can really see that with the way that they play.
Yeah. Oh, and you said that these Jumbos can score 20 in a heartbeat. It is now 20-3. 5:39 left in the second quarter. This is unprecedented scoring, even for the high-scoring offense of the Jumbos.
Right, and you got to think that the starting attack has got to get cycled in.
Yeah, it definitely looks like they're going to mix in some offensive players. I wouldn't be surprised if they let these guys get a full half in before they start subbing in some other guys. The Jumbos break the huddle, and Aiden Hesse is walking to the face-off X. Some personnel changes on defense for the Jumbos. Freshman number 43, George Panagopoulos, is now in. He has been highly touted in the offseason. I know the coaching staff is looking for a lot from him. It'll be good to see him get some early experience against these Colby Mules.
And George is a Deerfield product, and if he's anything like another Deerfield product on this team, Cam Kelleher, he's going to be an absolute stud.
Yes, he will. Those Deerfield guys are built different, huh?
They really are.
All right, well, face-off is won by Rafford Brew, and the Mules will have possession. The penalty has been washed out, so it is going to be 6-on-6. That's Hassan, moves it to Goaler, sorry. Goaler looking to test Matt Lane, who seems to be quite the pest on defense. It's now with Solmson. He's dodging Trevor Hall, not really getting any closer to the net. Surratt, guarded by Panagopoulos. He now moves it up to Hassan. Hassan gets it back to Froyo, who's going to dodge Murtha. Murtha with some good on-ball defense forces the pass to X. It's now with Rickards, and it bounces off of his stick, and it'll be Jumbo's ball. Good defense by Kyle Edelman to force the pressure and force the bad pass. Sturham now clearing. He gets it to Brune. Brune over to Bradle, to Kelleher. Kelleher probing, gets it to Bradle. Oh, man. He took the elevator to the 70th floor on that shot. Low to high release. Mac Bradle makes it look easy, and that's the Jumbo's 21st goal of the game. Bradle's 5th goal of the game, I believe.
It looks like he's got 7 points on the day, 2 assists, 5 goals, and he's not slowing down.
We apologize if we're getting any of these stats wrong. You honestly just don't see 21 goals and a half very often. Oh, and talk a little bit about that Kelleher to Bradle connection that's been growing since freshman year.
They're just two of the most strategic offensive players. They really know each other and each other's games well.
They definitely do. One a righty, one a lefty. As Aiden Hesse gives a cross-handed pass to Bradle. Bradle finds Brune, a ridiculous pass from the top of the box all the way to the bottom left corner where Brune tucks it home. Matt Rocha stood no chance to save that one. And it is now 22-3 Jumbos.
And they're just having fun with it at this point.
They really are. I've never seen a team just have so much fun scoring. and
It's so fluid. It seems like second nature. And the best part about it is when they score, they all celebrate together. It's
yes,
not
they
an
do.
individual effort. It's a team effort.
Yes, they do. And I do ask all these listeners to find a time to come to Bellafield and watch this sideline go crazy after the goals. It is quite the spectacle. All right, Rickards has the ball now. The Mules have been doing all right on faceoffs this quarter, generating possessions and trying to generate some offense. Ball is with now Bennett Goller, Jack Goller's brother, both from California. It's now with Brett Miller, Andover, Massachusetts product. He's looking to guard, or he's been guarded by Lewis Timmons. Miller moves it down. It is at X with Surratt. Surratt coming upfield. Takes a shot. Great save by Garzone. That was a very good look by Surratt. He did a nice job of getting upfield and getting a good angle. Tufts wins the run out. Good hustle. And they're going to be clearing now. Eimer moves it to Garzone. Garzone walks it up a little bit. He finds Lewis Timmons. Timmons now has the ball. He's looking to dodge. Goes to his right, takes a shot. Good save by Rocha. Timmons looked like he wanted to let it fly there.
He did. He wanted to get involved in the party.
Yes, he did. It's now Boyden. Boyden gets it to Bradle. Bradle being guarded by Story. There's a flag that just came down. The Jumbos will have a free possession here as Colby is in a hung situation.
So Colby has an extra man on
Bradle
defense.
finds Christmas. Christmas with the goal. That is his first of the season. Assist by Mac Bradle. Christmas with a nice cut there.
Christmas is a hard guy to miss with a huge frame, 6'5". He's a really easy target to pass to.
Yeah, and I know this coaching staff is looking for Christmas to really step up this year. He got some playing time in key moments last year as a freshman, but this year he can really look to be a consistent contributor.
Expect him to explode onto the scene this year. Very few people can match him defensively with his size and stature.
Yeah, and he can move for a guy's size too. Certainly not stone-footed. Ball is with Dodge for the Mules. Dodge gets it to Surratt. Surratt moving the ball up the field. Surratt passes it to Ryan Darby. Darby being guarded by Joe Murtha. Murtha closing in on him towards the midline.
And as we see here, we have a tough short stick that was locking off a long stick.
Oh, that's a great call there. Yeah, you'll definitely see some sort of new defensive looks probably in this quarter or definitely in the second half, trying to mix things up. Coach Stephen Toomey loves to see what he can do here. Shot by Rickards goes wide. That'll be recovered by Solmson. Solmson being guarded by Waldbaum at X. Solmson on the right side, not looking to test Waldbaum. He gets it to Goller. Goller being guarded by Del Cristo. Goller gets it back again. He's going to dodge here. Going down the left side. Slide by Murtha. Goller rolls. Rickards now has it. Takes an outside shot. Good save by Garzone, and it's picked up by Panagopoulos. Edelman now running with the ball down the field. He gets it to Bradle. Transition opportunity as Edelman picks Bradle's man. Bradle now has a short stick and Froyo guarding him. That's a mismatch. Oh. Shot goes wide from Bradle. It'll be Boyden now at X with the ball, keeping it on the offensive end for the Jumbos.
The Jumbos are playing a substitution game right now.
Yes, they are. They stress every detail on the Tufts program, and they love to create advantages off of these substitution packages. A lot of NASCAR calls. Oh, and you want to explain what that is?
It's really a substitution advantage. You're taking advantage of the ill-advised substitution strategy.
Yep, so Tufts will turn it over there as it bounces off Tagliaferro's stick and out of bounds. And now Dodge has it for the Mules. Gets it to Rickards, who can't control the pass. And another sloppy clear by the Mules has given Tufts an opportunity in transition with Matt Lane now. Moves it to Boyden. And Boyden will turn it over, so it'll be Mules ball. Getting a little sloppy here on the riding and clears for both teams now.
It is. And with a fresh set 80 clock, expect to see easy clear by the Colby right here.
Yeah, well, it hasn't been easy so far. They've got the ball here. Pushed out of bounds. Great physical play by Brune. Oh, and that was no easy clear.
And the Tufts ride, once again, the tenacity, the grit that Tufts has.
Yep.
These attackmen are really not afraid to get dirty, not afraid to lay a hit. Right there, Kurt Brune was laying the wood, setting the tone. Yeah,
and for those a little less familiar with the sport, the ride is when you are guarding the defensive team clearing it, it is akin to a forecheck in hockey. Tufts spends a lot of time teaching their players about it, and as you can see, it's been working. Garrett Kurtz now going down the right-hand side, looking to gain an angle, moves it to Bradle at X. Bradle again has his defender hung up, which means no one's guarding him. Oh, Bradle tries to do a cheeky move to find that near top corner, but he is raced out by Rocha after the ball hits the post. Mules will have the ball. Mules get it now. Tough sideline getting roaring because the half is running out. There's 10 seconds, 8 seconds. Mules aren't even making an attempt at net. It's now with Goller with 3 seconds left. Will he even get a shot off? He does not. And that is the first half. Your Tufts Jumbos up 23-3 over the Colby Mules. It has been pure domination on all facets for the Jumbos. The offensive players, the defensive players, the face-off men. It has really been a great game for these Jumbos, huh? And why are they doing this so well, Owen?
I mean, the Jumbos just look like a well-oiled machine. They are under the tutelage of Coach Dinolfo and Coach Stephen Toomey and Coach Moreland. These guys are just wizards of the game. It's a testament to the Tufts defense. They've allowed 3 goals so far, and that's all thanks to the brilliant mind of Coach Stephen Tuna.
Yeah, and where a half where your team scores 23 goals, you might not be thinking about defense, but it has been a full team defensive effort. Like we've mentioned earlier, the ride doing great things in forcing turnovers for the Jumbos, not giving the Mules a chance to get the ball moving on offense.
And Connor Garzone has continued to be a force in the cage. He has 7 saves with a save percentage of 70%.
That's a pretty good one. And we will see you folks back for the start of the second half. At the end of the first half here, it is Jumbos 23, Mules 3.
So hypnotic, magical.
We've learned a lot from him, and we've probably learned more from him than he's learned from us.
I think they're a real important part in my life. I can't describe it. It feels amazing.
Team Impact is a national nonprofit that connects kids living with serious and chronic illness with college athletic teams, forming lifelong bonds and life-changing outcomes.
Give me a break it! Break it!
Can I have a hug? What's your favorite subject?
Math.
When you spread the word about Team Impact, you have the power to change lives.
So hypnotic, magical. Don't wanna let you know you're so hypnotic, magical. know you're so hypnotic, magical.
The second half of your Tufts Jumbos with the Colby Mules. The Jumbos had an offensive explosion in the first half, up 23-3. In that first half, it was diverse scoring from all facets of the team. It was defenders, it was the attackmen, it was Bradle, it was Brune, it was Boyden. A lot of good plays out there, and probably looking to get some more depth in the game here in the second half, looking some younger players to get their first opportunities of the season. As for the Mules, they are definitely looking to build on some face-off momentum that they built in the second quarter and hopefully try to retain more possession on offense and get higher quality shots. It looks like there will be a goalie change now for the Jumbos. It'll be Cody Weeb, number 25, out of California. He is a junior.
And the first half was led offensively by senior captain Mac Bradle. 5 goals, 4 assists, with the attackman on his line, Jack Boyd with 4 goals, 3 assists. Kurt Brune, 3 goals, 2 assists. This attack line is really lighting it up today.
Yes, they are. Another personnel change for the Jumbos. It'll be Cam Kelleher bumping down to play attack, replacing number 33, Kurt Brune. All right, we are about to get this second half underway. Aiden Hesse versus Rafa Brew for the first face-off of the second half. In goal for the Mules is number 43, Will Rickards. He got a little time in the first half, but it was mostly Sufrandini. Fight for the ground ball off the face-off, picked up by Eimer. He moves it upfield, finds Hesse in the middle of the field. It's a 3-on-4 fast break. Hesse with the shot, and it goes wide. It'll be Mac Bradle with the ball, being guarded by Story. He moves it up to Boyden. Boyden up top here. Gets it down to Bradle. Offensive midfield for the Jumbos looks like it's going to be Alf, who's chasing after the ball as we speak. Will he get there before the midline? Ooh. He got there, looked like, but the refs are going to call it over and back there. It's similar to a basketball over and back where you can't cross the midline with the ball if you're already on your offensive end.
And another turnover there. Oh, near turnover there on the clear.
Near turnover, but the Mules look like they are getting into shape here. It's Froyo now being guarded by Waldbaum. Froyo gets it to Galler. Galler will keep it safe in the top left corner of the offense. Galler going across the field, down the right-hand side. He moves it to, okay, now it's with Surratt. Surratt going up the field. Good roll inside. Surratt gets to the middle of the defense, shoots it wide, but he did a good job in drawing a penalty. We'll see who's going, and it looks like it'll be Joey Waldbaum coming off the field for the Jumbos.
It looks like there might be 2 flags on the play.
Are there 2? Oh, wow, yeah, you're right, Owen. There are 2 flags.
One is going to be on 55, Joe Murtha.
Yep, they got him for a slash there. And 27, Waldbaum, also for a slash. Okay, so it'll be 4 defenders for the Jumbos. We're looking at Hall, Lane, Ayers, and Edelman.
Colby will be 2 men up for a minute.
Yeah. All right, well, let's see if Colby can get the first goal of the second half. They've got a great opportunity with the 6-on-4. Oh, and anything you should be expecting from the Mules here?
Just a smart shot. They really shouldn't be taking outside shots. They're 2 men up.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see some good ball movement from the Mules. Right now it's with, wow! Hard to see. It looks like it is Solmson who came inside and scored with a physical finish. Oh, it was not Solmson. I apologize. That goal was scored by Jake Surratt, who drew the penalty in the first place. So good on him for converting his opportunity. It is now back to 6-on-6. Both penalties released.
And they took a page out of the Tufts playbook there.
Yes, he did. He looked like a young Mac Bradle.
He did. Swift got into side.
All right, Hesse wins it forwards, looking to pick it up. Off the ref, unfortunate bounce. But they're going to call a push on blue, so it'll stay with the Jumbos. Sam Sturm now with the ball being guarded by Dodge. All right, Sultan with the ball up top. He dodges to the right-hand side. Outside shot, easily saved by Rickards. And it'll be Kelleher now with the ball as an attackman being guarded by Flaherty.
And Kelleher in high school was an attackman and then converted to midfield for Tufts. So he has plenty of experience playing attack for the lefty wing.
Yeah, a guy with Kelleher's offensive talent really can play anywhere. And, Owen, as you know, this Jumbos team sort of has positionless offense.
And as we say it right there, Jack Borden finds a spot for another goal.
Yeah.
It's position. It's all position, no position. Every player has a unique set of skills that sort of blend together in a almost like a conglomerate.
A conglomerate, yes, indeed. And I think, these coaches really trust any offensive player, be it a midfielder or attackman, to dodge from any spot on the field.
I mean, they even trust the goalies to take it over midfield.
Yes, they do.
4 years ago, legend Mason Pollock had 4 goals during the season as a goalie.
Yeah, that is something that we hope to see this year for the Jumbos, whether it be Garzone or Weeb in net right now, as Parker Merrill will get his first face-off of the second half. It looks like him and Hesse have been doing a 2-and-2 split. And Ayers with another great ground ball as he's able to move it safely to Merrill.
Ayers is a vacuum for ground balls today.
Merrill's sprinting in, takes a shot. That's saved. The faceoff men have not had too much luck in the scoring department, but they are sure taking shots.
In the Tufts ride, once again, these offensive players playing defense.
Yep, Kelleher scoops it up, being guarded now by Froyo, but there's transition. Boyden behind the back pass to nobody. But Kelleher's right there to pick it up. That looks like that ball went off the post. Two men dive in for the run out, and it'll be Flaherty who wins it back for the Mules. Good hustle by Flaherty, good hustle by Bradle. Mules will look to clear here. Okay, it is Rickards now moving the ball up the field. Mules moving upfield here with Raymond. Raymond moves it back to Rickards. The pass goes into Strabley, who gets it to Gawler, and Gawler will get it to Froyo, and the Mules will look to settle some offense here. On the Mules' offensive midfield is Hassan, who now has the ball, being guarded by Sam Sturm. Hassan going down the right-hand side, has a look, switches to his left, and that will go out of bounds. Oh, it looked like Hall almost had Solmson on the run out there, but they're going to give it to the Mules. So Solmson will have it behind the cage. Hall with the poke check. Oh, great. Great poke check by Hall. Oh, they're going to call a hold. I think that's a soft call.
That was a great defensive play by Trevor.
It was. And as we've talked about, replacing a lot of solid defenders from last season, it's guys like Trevor Hall who are going to need to step up.
It really is. Trevor Hall is an experienced senior. I mean, he's been playing extremely well since freshman year, and now is his time to shine. He's gotten significant minutes in the last couple of years, but he's starting to be a staple as a starting close stick defender on this team.
Yeah, he did definitely get some burn as a long stick midfielder, but as the Jumbos have shown, they are very deep in that position, so it makes sense that Hall is now playing close defense. As Rickards takes it in, shoots it wide, Solmson recovers. Hall back on defense. Christmas actually on defense. He's usually on offense, but Hassan will look to exploit that matchup as he gets to the middle of the field pretty easily. But a great interception by Edelman on the adjacent pass, and he is taking it down the field. He gets it to Bradle. Bradle with the underhand pass. A slick pass indeed. Those are tough to complete. Oh, it looks like it was deflected, so the Jumbos will retain possession.
Taggart Eimer was looking for his second goal of the game.
He's always looking for goals. Taggart Eimer, 9 goals in 14 career games before this, make it 10 and 15 now, and this game is certainly not over. Jack Boyden now with the ball here on the bottom right side. Looks like the Tufts offensive starters are still coming in to get burned. Cole Salton with an outside shot, saved by Rickards. Picked up by Dodge. Dodge has been a bright spot for this Colby defense. Smooth in transition. He moves it to Rickards, Jack Rickards, that be. And now with Miles Tonkel, also from the Landon School in Bethesda, Maryland. He moves it to Matt Savage. Matt Savage gets it to Bennett Goller, second line midfielder for the Mules. Brett Miller now with the ball. He's dodging Lewis Timmons of the Jumbos.
Great D by Lewis Timmons right there.
Great defense indeed. He's a freshman that's looking to get some big minutes here. Lane with the good defense. Wow. Good handle.
Takes a funny bounce.
Funny bounce. Weeb's able to recover it. It's now with Edelman. Edelman gets it forward to Sam Sturm. Sturm in transition. Pass just too wide for Kelleher. Maybe just a little late there, huh, Owen?
Yeah, Sam Sturm could have made that pass a little quicker, but he had the right idea. Tufts had the number situation and wanted to push it in transition.
Yep, yes indeed. It's now Rickards. Well, this half, or at least this quarter's start, has been a lot different from the first half, which looked to be all Jumbos. Both these teams have scored within the quarter, so, we're looking at a little bit more competitive game at least. Oh, Unfortunately, Rickards for the Mules makes a good clear, but just steps over the line, so that will be offsides and Jumbo's possession. It's now Kelleher with the ball on offense. Kelleher. Oh, he finds Sturm, who bangs it off the post. A little bit unfortunate. Wow, and the Mules almost give it right to Mac Bradle on the doorstep. I don't know who would want to do that. But they are lucky and still have the ball.
They got away with one there.
Yes, they did. Rickards gets it to Baisley.
This Tufts ride again.
Let's see what the call here is.
Forced a turnover.
Yeah.
Colby did not clear it in time.
Yeah, and Owen, will you explain that clear clock for us?
So the clear clock, you get 20 seconds.
Oh! Sorry to interrupt you, Owen, but Matt Lane throws an errant pass that goes into the net. Matt Lane will tell you that was a shot for sure.
Yes,
so good on him. That's a goal.
Matt Lane is wanting that goal. He wants to get involved with the party, be the 5th pole goal of the day.
Oh, okay. It looks like going to credit that goal to Mac Bradle. Matt Lane gets the assist there. Yeah. We might need to talk to the rules committee on that one. However, back on the face-off, Merrill wins it backwards, scoops it up, and moves it to Weeb. Jumbos look to clear here.
Weeb, a junior goalie, very high IQ. He's very smart with the ball on his stick.
One of the hardest workers on this Jumbos team as well. I know a lot of his teammates look up to him. Kelleher dodging against Flaherty. Now Bradle has Story hung yet again. Let's see what Bradle looks to do here. Jumbo setting some picks inside, trying to find a cutter. And it looks like one of the Jumbos stepped in the crease, so it will be Mules' ball. 25-4 Jumbos with just about half of the third quarter left to play.
Joe Murtha with a tenacious defense.
Yeah, Joe Murtha, he's great. And he scooped the ball with a beautiful crossfield pass to Jack Reed. Reed directing the transition offense, gets it to Boyden. Boyden shot. Great save by Rickards. That may have hit the post as well. And Story with the good run out for the Mules, so it will be Colby ball.
So right now, Colby has 20 seconds to clear the ball across midfield. If they fail to do so, it is Tufts' ball.
Yes, that would be the clear situation, which we were explaining before the interesting goal by Bradle. Thank you for that, Owen. Mules have the ball on offense now with Froyo in the top right side. He's being guarded by Del Cristo. Galler steps onto the field for the Mules. He gets the ball from Froyo. He's being guarded by Michael Ayers. Gets it back to Galler. Colby getting their substitutions in. It's Froyo now. He gets it to Rickards. Rickards going to look to create offense as he scored one of the few Dodge-initiated goals by the Mules.
Great, strong defense by Joey Walbaum there.
Yeah, Walbaum's a big boy. He can definitely throw it around in the weight room as well.
Yes, he is a presence in the weight room, just like his brother.
Yep. All right, and it is now with Galler up top. He's going down the left-hand side. Does a little hesitation dodge and gets it to Solmson. Solmson being guarded by Hall. Hall doing a good job on ball today. The ball is now with Froyo. Froyo takes Del Cristo down the left-hand side and gets it back up to Galler. Galler reattacks left-hand side. Del Cristo slides. Ball is now with nobody, and the Mules will turn it over.
And that is a shot clock violation. The Tufts defense was able to prevent Colby from scoring for 80 seconds.
Great defensive possession by the Jumbos. I know Coach Stephen Toomey is going to be happy about that one. Cam Kelleher now with the ball on offense. Another whistle. They're going to call offsides on the Jumbos. Interesting. Yep, it looks like they only had 2 men in their defensive zone. So it will be the Colby Mules clearing now. It's with Rickards. Will Rickards throws a bounce pass out of bounds. And I hate to be a broken record, but these clears are just not working for the Mules.
Another failed clear. That gives this explosive Jumbos offense just another opportunity.
Yeah. But the Mules finally took a little riding of their own, and they forced Tagliaferro to turn the ball over. Ball is now with Strabley, who gets it to Rickards. Rickards attacks Waldbaum early. Good defense by Hall and Waldbaum to affect that shot as Solmson will take the ball from X for the Mules. Galler now with it. Roll dodge. Given to Hassan. Good defense by Taggart Eimer. He kind of surprised Hassan, and Hassan threw the ball out of bounds.
Taggart Eimer, a former Division I player, transferred here for 2 years and has been an absolute beast in the weight room and on the field.
Yeah, Eimer is a great presence for this Jumbos team. He's voted a captain this year. He is technically a graduate working on his graduate degree in the Tufts Graduate School, I believe, of Entrepreneurship, but don't quote me on that. Oh, good. Finally a good long field pass by the Mules. It's now with Solmson again behind the cage, being guarded by Panagopoulos. Jumbo's making some subs on offense for the next possession. Eimer picks it up. Eimer gets turned over. Good turnover forced there by Solmson.
And an attack line change for the Jumbos. We now have number 48, Jack Pimentel.
Yep, Pimentel's in now. A rough ground ball, but it looks like the Mules will pick it up. Running with Froyo. Oh, almost found his attackman on the crease, but Trevor Hall there for a great interception, and the Jumbos will look to settle.
The Jumbos have numbers.
Yep. Swank now with it. Ooh, just misses wide. Good find by Kelleher there. Pimentel now dodging from behind. He's a senior attackman, number 48. He gets it to Swank. Coaches are calling for some midfield subs to get a full offensive package on the field here. Swank couldn't keep possession forever, but good job by Christmas to get the ball.
Ooh, rough ground ball.
Yep. All right, they're going to call a hold there, so it stays with the Jumbos. Oh, and what do you want to see happen here on this possession?
I would like to see this new attack line get some reps in, really get a feel for this game.
You want a Pimentel bomb?
Nothing would make me happier than a Jack Pimentel goal.
Well, unfortunately, they turn it over, so we might have to wait for that. It is now with the Mules, and Rickards will look to clear. He gets it to Tonkel. Tonkel running upfield. He moves it to Dodge. Dodge comfortable with the ball on his stick. Yep, and so that will mean that the Mules will now have another possession as the ball moves back up the field. It's with number 31, Gray Warble. Warble gets it to Galler, the younger brother of Jack Galler, Bennett Galler. Galler moves it back to Warble. Warble being guarded by Sturham. Warble trying to go across the field with the dodge. He throws it back. It's now behind the cage here with Jack Bowen. Bowen with the fake pass. Ball by Galler almost gets dispossessed by Edelman, and they throw a flag down there. It looks like Edelman may have gotten a little high on that last check. Nevertheless, Bowen has it now. Galler now has it. Takes a bounce shot. That's a goal. Galler beats Weeb for the Mules' fifth goal. It'll be 25-5.
With 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
And that penalty will not be wiped out, so...
And for the Jumbos, we have another new member on the attack, freshman Max Eddinghausen.
Yeah, there's been a lot of hype about Eddinghausen. Slick lefty, he's wearing 13, which was worn by Matt Trieber last year, a captain and legend of the program. So the Jumbos will be man down on this faceoff. It's Hesse and Lane on the unit versus Brow, Dodge, and Froyo. Good win by Hesse as he draws a violation, and Lane comes off the field. Swank now has the ball.
And freshman Ethan Gatto is on the field.
Yep, Ethan Gatto, number 18, and also sophomore Jared Kenny, number 1, who is for the Jumbos midfield.
And you can see Coach Nolfo getting the younger players some more playing time. Love to see it.
Gatto with a good spin move. And it looks like he drew a penalty there.
Some more laundry on the field.
A lot of laundry. So the Jumbos, looks like the Jumbos will not be on man up because of the Edelman penalty.
And Coach D'Onofrio will call a timeout to regroup.
After this timeout, we will get some 5-on-5 lacrosse. Oh, I never refill my water.
You're so hypnotic, magical.
Love to see the school support. There's definitely some alumni out there. So shout out to all you fans here at the game and all you fans watching at home. Me and Owen are glad to have you. Now it'll be interesting to see what personnel gets on the field now for Coach Casey D'Onofrio. See if there are any changes after this timeout.
Now, Kyle, let me bend your ear for a second.
Sure.
What would you do if you're the offensive coordinator for Tufts right now?
In a 5-on-5 situation,
Right.
I would definitely like to space out the field, probably attack their short stick matchup. So right now it looks like Tommy Swank is being guarded by the short stick Miles Tonkel. This could be a good opportunity to dodge for Swank here. Swank going down the field, finds Kelleher on the crease. But a good check by Dodge will mean that the Mules will get the ball here. But I spoke too soon. Unfortunately, Rickards throws the ball over Tonkel's head. Oh, but the ball was tipped apparently. So the Mules will keep the ball. Tonkel will go pick it up right now. Tonkel running towards midfield. Gets it to Froyo.
And Camden Kelleher is on defense, which is not a sight we usually see.
No, it's not. But just like the coaches trust their defensive players on offense, they trust a seasoned offensive veteran like Kelleher to go down and get tough on D.
And as a captain, you don't want anybody else down there if you're Coach D'Onofrio.
Of course. Got to trust your captains.
And as you see, freshman Ayers coming out on the field looking for a double team.
Yes, he is. Yeah, the Mules are actually man down here, so they are for only 4 more seconds. They're just going to try to keep the ball so they can get a 6-on-6 situation.
And that was a great job by Colby right there to run out that clock. They had a man down.
Yeah, it definitely was. And you know, Colby's certainly picked up the energy a little bit in this half. Their defense has certainly stepped up. In terms of offense, they're getting better looks. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, how the rest of this game progresses as Bowen picks it up behind X. Bowen gets it to Goller. Goller being guarded by Timmons. Goller goes down the left-handed side, gets a shot off, misses wide. That will be Solmson to back it up. With low time in the shot clock left, do not expect Colby to get a shot off here. Yep. Solmson just throws it out of bounds, and the Jumbos will clear. Oh, that is the end of the third quarter as well. So thank you guys for coming. Definitely a different third quarter. It is 25-5. The Jumbos led by, I believe, 23-3 at half. So A 2-2 quarter, that's got to be looked at as a victory for the Mules.
That is. That's definitely a different start than the first half. Tufts had a strong grip in the first half, but it's good to see that Colby was able to readjust some things at halftime and come out with a better game plan.
Yeah, definitely. And, no shortage of highlight plays on either side in that quarter as well. Some of these goals that are being scored out here, the game just keeps evolving and progressing. People shooting with different shot angles, on the run, from distance. It is really a sight to see. And if you want to watch good offense, well, come to Medford. We'll show you good offense.
And not only that, but the coaches here, Coach Donalfo, Coach Toomey, Coach Moreland, all those guys, they really have trained their players and equipped them with the IQ and technical skill to be in these situations.
Certainly.
As you're talking about, there's different shots, unorthodox picks, unorthodox schemes, and that's all comes from the direct command of Coach Stephen Toomey and Coach Donalfo. Yep.
They like this coaching staff, which is actually joined by new coach Steve Moreland, who last coached at Governor's Academy. Coach Steve Moreland is an overall assistant. He's neither offensive nor defensive coordinator, but he has experience also coaching at Phillips Andover Academy, where he actually coached some of the players on this Jumbo's roster, namely being Larson Tolo and Liam Nestor.
And today, Liam Nestor will be wearing 35 instead
Yep.
of 26.
Yeah, so for all you following along with the roster online, keep note of that.
26 grew legs and walked away.
Yeah, we are missing a jersey. All right, so to start this fourth quarter, Aiden Hesse on the field against Brew. The wings for the Bows will be Jack Reed and Matt Lane. And for the Mules, it will be number 16, Brooks Raymond, and Will Dodge. Hesse looks like he jumped just a little early there, so it'll be Mules ball to start the fourth quarter. 16 on 16, Lane guarding on the midfield.
Both teams have one face-off violation for this half.
Yep, and Owen, what happens if they get 3?
Oh, when it hits 3, there's no more than 3. You get a penalty after your third one. It's a 30-second releasable penalty. But the rule is designed to incentivize a fair face-off and a quicker pace of play.
Yep, definitely. Face-off's a very important part of the game. Taman's now guarding. Ball is down there with Surratt. Surratt throws it up top. Rickards can't control it. That'll be an over and back on the Mules. So the Jumbos will be on offense.
Matt Lane is ambitious to get on the score chart today.
Yeah, he thought he had one, but they credited it to Bradle, so he needs to stay on offense.
But a heads-up play, he's always salivating.
Oh, Reed finds Eddinghausen. Oh, wow, what a great save by Rickards. He robbed Eddinghausen of his first career goal. That was a great doorstep look, and now the Mules will look to punish the Bows in transition. Rickards from deep, but that's an easy save for Cody Weeb.
Yeah, probably not the best shot there by Rickards, but he put a lot of power on it.
Yeah, I guess you're just looking to change planes a little more if you're shooting from that far out, huh? Panagopoulos now with it. He moves it to Pimentel. Pimentel challenging his defender. He'll get it to Jared Kenny, number 1, who's dodging Gawler. Oh, Kenny with the great move inside. Jared Kenny with the goal. Jared Kenny, he is also on the Tufts football team. He's a sophomore out of San Ramon Valley, California. Yeah. Very energetic player, and as you can see, very shifty on offense.
Yes, his skills on the football field are emblematic of what we just saw there.
Certainly. Certainly. And now some personnel changes on the wing for the Tufts. It'll be Merrill taking the faceoff with LSM Jack Stockdale and short stick defensive midfielder Xander Keogh, number 88. Merrill takes it down the field. He's got some speed to him, huh? He gets it to Pimentel.
And 91, Jack Stockdale is younger brother of former Tufts legend and captain Stuart Stockdale.
Yeah, and they certainly play similarly. Two guys with a lot of control of their stick and great off the ground. Look for a guy like Jack Stockdale to be an important part of this team moving forward. Ball is with Eddinghausen now. He's dodging Flaherty. Eddinghausen bringing some good energy to the offense. Ball is now with Hunter Watts. Watts, a Boulder, Colorado product, who is a junior, moves it to fellow junior Swank. Oh, Swank takes a rocket that goes off the crossbar.
And that is
Ball
a
is now
fresh shot
Gatto.
clock for the Jumbos. Fresh
Indeed
60
it is. Indeed it is. Let's see how much of the shot clock the Jumbos use. Though I will say it looks like they're trying to score every time. Watts here moves to the middle of the field, gets a shot off. Decent look, and it'll go out of bounds. Eddinghausen with the ball now.
And another brother of the program, Watts, his older brother, Wyatt.
Oh, interception there by Will Dodge. This is going to be a 4-on-3 for the Mules as Kenny looks to chase him down. Dodge gets it to Rickards. Rickards moving inside. Deep shot. Very accurate shot, and that hits the post as now Cameron Keogh, younger brother of Xander, has the ball and moves it up to Hunter Watts.
This is becoming a family affair, isn't it, Kyle?
Yeah, it is. These Jumbos, they love their families. Okay, it is now with Pimentel. Pimentel moves it up to Swank. Swank across the field for Kurtz. Kurtz left to left dodge. He's going towards the middle of the field. Throws it back to Gatto, who eventually controls it. Ethan Gatto from Long Island is a freshman, number 18. Big Dodger, looks to make moves. Takes a deep shot, maybe not the best look. Out of bounds there.
That is, he is wearing the number 18, which was worn by Captain Garrett Samuelson last year.
Yeah, and I got to say, both big midfielders that like to dodge, I can see the resemblance. But the ball is now turned over by the Jumbos after an inside pass. Rickards will look to clear. Cole Engert now with the ball, moving it upfield. He gets it to Dodge. Dodge gets the ball over to Noah Brooks. Brooks to Rickards. Rickards on the left-hand side, being guarded by number 6, Greg Wells. Also in for the Jumbos is number 45 long stick midfielder Lane McCarty. Okay, it's a Keogh double team for a little bit. But the Jumbos get caught with low numbers towards the crease, and they were lucky that Solmson couldn't finish that one.
Cody Weeb really stood on his head right there.
Yeah, and Weeb's been looking strong. Talk to me about Cody and what he's all about.
He really has. It seems like Tufts is doing a half split with Garzone and Weeb. And Weeb is showing up just as well as Garzone. Great IQ player, very communicative with the defense.
Yeah.
His teammates just love him.
Yep, definitely. He's a hard worker for sure. Okay, ball is with Warble. Warble takes a shot that goes high. It'll be Solmson now, being guarded by Greg Wells. Wells, known for his takeaway checks. Okay, ball is now up here with Brett Miller being guarded by Xander Keogh. Timmons slides. Now Cameron Keogh guarding Rickards. Rickards gets inside, comes back upfield, takes a shot, hits the post again. Rickards is a little bit unlucky this quarter. That'll reset the shot clock, so the Mules will have a chance for another full possession.
Rickards is definitely taking more of an aggressive approach to this second half, and I absolutely love seeing it. He's a very powerful lefty.
Yeah, certainly has a great shot and a good knack for getting close to the net. He's definitely going to be one of these Colby offensive leaders for the rest of the year. A one-handed shot missed by Solmson, and Panagopoulos with a nice run out, so the Jumbos will get the ball with more opportunities for their offense to score. Weeb now has it. Finds the easy pass to Tagliaferro, the California connection. Tagliaferro with the ball now. He gets it to Kevin Christmas. Christmas now choosing to dodge on Warble, just using that body. This isn't football. Oh, my goodness. And Christmas on the ground after being dragged down by Warble finds Max Eddinghausen, who bounces it top shelf for his first career goal.
What a sequence of events.
Yep.
Kevin Christmas showing how physically dominant he is, rips his shorts on the play, and keeps going, makes a great assist.
And if that goal is not resemblant of NESCAC lacrosse, I don't know what is.
I mean, it really is. This sport as a whole, the NESCAC in Division III hold themselves to such a high standard.
They really do.
And that right there is just emblematic of all the things that, the NESCAC is a part of.
Yeah, what a fun goal. You got one of your tallest players getting dragged down, passing to one of your shortest players who scores his first career goal. And I know these coaches have a lot of hope for Eddinghausen. Should be exciting to see him continue to progress on this tough second attack line.
They really do.
Looks like a flag down. It's probably going to be on Jack Reed. So the Mules will have a free possession if they can get the ball into the offense. That's a nice clear there by Brooks Raymond of the Mules. Raymond now with the ball in his left. Switches back to his right, going down the right-hand side. He gets it to Solmson. Solmson at X here, holding it with his right. He's being guarded by Cameron Keogh. Solmson gets it up to Hassan. Hassan over to Goaler. Dodge now from Brett Miller. He looks towards the middle. I thought Weeb had it. I guess not. But Del Cristo picks it up, and we will learn the penalty. It's going to be a legal body check on... Oh, okay, it's on 27, not Jack Reed. Oh, no, 47. I apologize. So it'll be a 1-minute man up. The penalty on Tufts. Penalty on Tufts number 47, Callum Wood, who is a freshman out of New Canaan, Connecticut. A young man-down defense line in for the Jumbos, headed by Wells, Keogh, Bron Lippy, and Michael Ayers. As Coach Toomey screams KYP, commonly stands for...
Know your personnel.
Good job, Owen.
And they get a fresh new 60 shot clock on that.
Yep.
Hit the post.
41 seconds left on the penalty. 8:15 left in the fourth quarter. It is Jumbo's 27, Mules 5, as the Mules look to get one back on their man-up offense.
And the tough sideline just won't quit.
They really don't. And that looks like, yeah, it's Bron Lippy with a forced turnover. Good job by him on the man down. Ball is now with Michael Ayers at midfield as Tufts will look to run the rest of this penalty out. All right, the ball is with Tagliaferro. He's moving down the field. Tagliaferro gets it to Pimentel. Pimentel back to Tagliaferro, up to Garrett Kurtz. Kurtz rolls down the left-hand side. Pass just unable to be handled by Tagliaferro, so it'll be a turnover. It will be hard to see here in the corner, but it looks like Noah Brooks has the ball now for the Mules. Okay. And
Colby's taking their time. They have less than 10 seconds to get the ball across midfield right here.
Yeah. But they do. Good job. Noah Brooks able to control possession. Stockdale on the ball. It's now Henry Murray, freshman, guarding Warble, who moves it down to Surrett. Surrett being guarded by Greg Wells. Pass up to Froyo. Jumbos are making some subs on the offensive end, looks like. Something to keep note of. Surrett now with the ball being guarded by Wells. Wells good on ball defense. Warble has it. He cuts inside on Murray. Takes a shot that misses. It'll be Solmson with the ball at X, being guarded by Cameron Keogh. Ball's with Ryan Darby now as he goes down the left-hand side. Looks inside, finds Froyo. Froyo's going to take a shot. That's going to go wide. It'll be Solmson again at X. Oh, and I got to say, I commend this Colby team for a strong second half, huh?
I really do. I'm admirable for how no quit they have in their system.
They really don't, and they've stepped up. You know, maybe not getting all the goals or offensive looks, but you know that first quarter was getting kind of ugly. So good on them.
And now we have an all-freshman attack line.
Yes, we do. That's Callum Wood, who moves to the fellow freshman Max Melton. Melton with the ball on his left. He throws it to X. That'll be Joey Kraft. Kraft out of the Rivers School in Massachusetts. Kraft turns it over, though. Nice cause turnover by Cole Engert. Rickards now has the ball.
Let's see if they can complete another successful clear.
Yeah.
And they do.
Ryan Darby now with it. And a very young Tufts defense out there, but great to get some experience. That's why you want to go up big in these early games.
You can really see Coach D is digging into the entire roster to make sure everybody's getting some playing time.
Yeah, now, Owen, would you touch on just like how important that is to, you know, get these guys in early, especially later in the season when you need more depth?
It's really about fueling the younger guys' passion and creating a better morale for the team. When you see a freshman score in his first game, I mean, the sideline just erupts.
It really does. And, I think it also, when you can find freshman and sophomore contributors who can step up big in big moments, that's huge.
And for these freshmen, it's almost been a year since they've played.
Yeah.
And so they're itching to get back on the field. They want to experience that high school feeling they had.
Certainly. And goalie change for the Jumbos now will be number 92, Eugene Yoon, who is a junior. He has had a very good offseason according to this Tufts team. Look for Yoon to make some big plays. He's a very explosive goalie.
Yes, Yoon, what he doesn't have in size, he makes up for in quick hands.
Yep.
He is an extremely intelligent player in the goal.
Certainly. He has some Division I experience. He actually transferred here from Lehigh University. That's Lippy on defense. Wells now guarding. It'll be Surrett being guarded by Christian Rosario, who is a newcomer to the Tufts team. He's a sophomore, also on the football team. There's a lot of football lacrosse crossovers here at Tufts.
There is. These coaches love dual sport athletes.
Yep. And they recruit them as dual sport athletes, too. Oh, and that's actually a goal by Jake Surrett, who pokes it past you, and a good feed by Solmson. And it is now going to be 27-6 Tufts.
There's just no quit in this Colby team.
Okay, so looks like the penalty is going to be waived, so it'll be even face-off.
So the goal will count, and the penalty is wiped off.
Yep. Hey, and facing off now for the Jumbos is Owen Sedransk at number 50. He is a freshman's face-off man, getting his first college experience.
And number 88 on the wing, Xander Keogh, older brother of Cammie Keogh.
Yep. OB wins it forwards. Sedransk, but it is picked up by Dodge and the Mules, and they will have a chance to clear the ball and get some offense. Ball with Matt Savage of the Mules now. He runs past Kraft. No, he doesn't actually. Kraft makes a great play, causes a turnover. That's exactly the type of little things that you want to see out of your freshmen.
They're going to love watching that in film tomorrow, too.
Definitely. Henry Murray, fellow freshman now with the ball. Oh, that's about as clear-cut of a trip as you can get. Good on Murray for picking the ball back up and giving Tufts a free possession.
Tufts will now substitute their offensive personnel in to try and get a goal.
Yep. We got Watts now dodging on the left side. He rolls back. Stays strong in possession. Watts towards the net here. Okay, he moves it back to Melton. Melton got the ball in his left hand here, being guarded by Flaherty. Melton gets it to Gatto. Gatto coming with the head of steam. Puts his shoulder in his man and shoots and scores. No, he doesn't.
That is a mom
Ball
goal.
hit the side netting. I fell for it. That's what we call a mom goal here in lacrosse, because a lot of the moms might, you might hear them cheering from the stands, so consider me a mom. But nevertheless, it will be a Jumbo's extra man opportunity.
And it looks like they're bringing in some of the starters for this extra man, which was different from last extra man.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to test out a certain look as Bradle comes in for the first time this quarter. I think this half. No, he started the second half. So Bradle will be in. It's Bradle, Boyden, and Swank. And on the top left or top right side is Eddinghausen with Kelleher and Alf behind the net.
Surprised to see Eddinghausen out there. He's a freshman getting some real playing time.
Yeah, this extra man, this is a good unit to get some time on as a freshman. Special teams, very important. Swank with an outside shot. He has been itching for a goal here. Honestly, if he doesn't have one already, I hope I didn't miss it. Nope, Swank wants one. His pass gets deflected by Dodge. Dodge has had a great game so far for these Mules. He's certainly a defensive leader. And now with transition, ball shine, scored! That is Brooks Raymond. A good transition goal while the Mules were actually man down. You could definitely tell the Mules had some good enthusiasm after that goal.
They knew how much that goal meant. Being man down and scoring a goal is almost unheard of.
Yeah, it's big, and no matter what the score is, I think Colby and their coaching staff is going to look at the second half and see some good strides that this team took to stay in the game and produce some offense. It'll be Sedransk back at the X, Rosario on the short stick wing, and Jack Stockdale as the long stick midfielder. Sedransk locked up. Looks like he has Turley, and he wins it out to Rosario, and that will be Sedransk's first win on a faceoff in his college career. Ball's with Joey Kraft now. He's surveying the field. Moves it to 42 Jonathan Kayer. A pass goes towards the crease. I don't think Stockdale was ready for it. That'll be a turnover. Unless it was tipped. Okay, they are saying it was tipped. So Jonathan Kayer will collect the ball for the Jumbos, and they will have possession. On the field now is number 35, Liam Nestor. Usually wears 26, but as we mentioned, he will be 35 today. Nestor takes it to the net. Moves it to Kayer. Kayer at X here, being guarded by Cole Engertz. Nestor now up the left-hand side, moves it to Kenny. Kenny already has a goal today. Now ball with Joey Kraft. Kraft moves it to Gatto. Gatto certainly likes to dodge. He finds Nestor. Nestor with the jump shot, just goes wide. Melton back to recover. A little under 2 minutes left in this game. Jumbo's up 27-7 with the backup units looking to make a difference here. Ball right now is with Joey Kraft. Kraft gets up the right-hand side to Kayer, over to Nestor. Nestor throws with just a little too much mustard. Kenny cannot handle it, so the ball will be with Matt Savage and the Mules. Get who? Mules now have the ball. It is with Froyo.
Colby seeing if they can get a positive possession in the last minute here.
Yep. As Goller moves it to Solmson. Solmson back up to Goller. Ground ball. McCarty out guarding. Stockdale now on Hassan. Hassan going down the right-hand side. Hassan continues with possession. Shot on net. Good save by Yoon. And Yoon's going to look to clear now. Yoon passes to Stockdale. Stockdale jogging up the field. And he's going to get a very easy clear into the offensive end. That is now with Jonathan Kayer. Kayer gets it to Melton. Melton over to Xander Keogh, being guarded by Dodge. Keogh, defensive midfielder, will get it to Melton and come off. Ball's back with Ethan Gatto.
Now 15 seconds
15
left.
seconds left in the game. It looks like the Jumbos are going to run this out. Hunter Watts, is he going towards the net?
Oh.
He is. He takes a shot just wide.
You wanted that one.
Yep.
You wanted that one.
It looks like there's 1 second left. The refs will call that. So that is 27-7. Your Jumbos with a very strong opening to their season. A good second half by the Mules. Kept that margin a bit reasonable.
Very impressed with the second half by the Mules. They actually tied Tufts in the second half. They had
Wow.
2 goals in the third, 2 goals in the fourth. Tufts had the same. So really a great job by the coaching staff for Colby to put in a game plan at halftime.
Yeah, we would want to thank you at JumboCast for listening with us and supporting your Tufts Jumbos. This should be a great season, so make sure to tune in with us for every home game and stay tuned for a post-game interview.
So hypnotic, magical. you know you're so hypnotic, magical. Don't wanna let you know you're so hypnotic, magical. You're so hypnotic, magical. Don't wanna let you know you're so hypnotic, magical. Don't wanna let you know you're so hypnotic, magical.
All right, we are here with sophomore starting goaltender Connor Garzone. Connor, great job out there today. He had 70 percent save percentage. Just got to ask, how did it feel to make your first start for the Jumbos, and were you nervous?
It was awesome. Definitely a little nervous, but have a great defense in front of me, so it's hard to be nervous.
Yeah, speaking on that defense, we've made a lot of changes from last year. A lot of guys graduated. How'd you think the guys stepped up today in their new roles?
I think the new guys stepped right into their roles and picked off right where we were last year.
What can we expect out of this Jumbos team, Garzone?
A championship.
Let's go, baby. Great to talk to you. Good job.
You're so hypnotic, magical.